Hello, I'm going to show you how to configure your YouTube ticker. So after you've downloaded and installed the application, you'll notice this text and icon appearing in your menu bar. So when you click this, you get a few options. The first one is to watch a video you're watching now, and the other two I'll get to in a minute. So before I show you how to configure your YouTube ticker, let me show you some things you're going to have to change. So if we open up Finder and we go to the file where you saved your plugins, mine's in my documents, but it'll be wherever you saved it. So I'm going to open it up. You'll see that you have this file here called YouTube ticker. This file controls this text and icon up here. So we want to open that up. And I'm going to open it up in Atom, but you can open it up in any application you choose. So the three lines that we are concerned about are right here. The first one is key, and so I'll get to what a key is and why you need it in a second. The second one is channel name. So channel name is the channel name and subscribers that are going to be listed up here once we are done configuring it. And the third one is color, and so this is the color of the text that's going to be appearing. So these will make a little bit more sense once we get it configured, but to configure it we have to create a key. So let me tell you why we need to create a key. So the way this application works is it contacts Google's APIs. What APIs they are services that Google provides that gives you access to some internal data or internal services. So what we need is we need to contact Google and say, give me the subscribers for this given channel. When you ask Google for that data, Google wants to know, hey, who's asking for it? And so the key identifies the person who's asking and allows Google to send the data back to that person. So I can't provide you guys with my key because if I do and it gets published online, Google will ban it because too many people will start using it. So I'll show you guys how to create your own key. So if you click here, this first option says visit Google Cloud Platform site. So if you click this option, you'll go to this site. I already have it loaded, but it's, to type it out, it's Google console.developers.google.com. So if I go there, it takes me right back here. But again, you could just click this link and you'll be directed there. So you need to sign into a Google account. Doesn't matter what Google account it is. It does not have to be the same Google account that's associated with your YouTube channel. It could be any at all. So I'm going to sign into mine. And click next, and auto-populate my password. And then I have two-step verification set up on my account. So it's sending me an email right now that I need to answer and say, yep, it's me who's logging in. And I click that, and it should get me through. Yep. So now I'm in. Once you sign in, you'll see a screen similar to this. Will be a little bit different, but I'll show you how to get it all set up. So what we're first concerned about is this section right here. Mine says BitBar subscriber ticker. This is for my personal key, which again, unfortunately I can't share with you guys. Google doesn't allow that. So we're going to show you how to create your own. So the first thing you need to do is click this plus sign. So if I click that, I'm going to create a new project. And what a project is it's a unit of work that Google keeps track of. So they put all your data requests inside a project, and then Google can open up the project and see how is this person using my data. So we can name the project whatever we want. I'm just going to call it my project and click create. Okay, so now we have, oops. Wait for it to load. Should take a few seconds. Now, I have a few projects here, but when you create only one project, you should be automatically selected into that project. I have to do it manually because I'm selecting which one I want to use. So now up here it says my project, like I want it to. So I want to go to library. And what library is the entire library of Google services and data stores that you can get access to. So you can see here's Google Maps data, here's Google Drive data, YouTube data, Gmail data, and whatnot. So we are interested in YouTube. Oops, if I spell it right. There we go. So we want to click this first option, YouTube Data API v3. We click that and we enable it. Okay, great. So now our project has access to the YouTube Data API. Once it's finished being enabled, we need to create a key so that when we send requests to the API, it knows where to send them back to. Okay, so now this is all set up. We need to go to credentials, click create credentials, and we want an API key. And there it is, so we can copy it, or you can select and do it manually. So I'm going to go back here and take out this your key here text and replace it with my key. And I saved it. You'll notice this will change in a second, but before it changes, I want to tell you, do not use this key. Don't try to, because by the time that this YouTube video is published, I will have deleted it. Just, again, YouTube really doesn't like you sharing your keys, and so I'm trying to be cognizant of that. So now we have the key here. We're going to click this button and click refresh. You'll notice now the ticker is working, and it says PewDiePie : number of his subscribers and then subscribers. So by default, I set up to PewDiePie because as of recording this, he's the most popular YouTube content creator, but you can change it to be whatever you want, or whichever creator you want. So I'm going to go to YouTube and click that. And I'm going to change it to a creator that I like a lot, and that's MKBHD. I'm going to open up his channel. His name is Marquez. There he is. Make sure that video doesn't start playing. Okay. Oops. There we go. So what we need here is his username. So we want to copy that text at the top of the bar, the text I've selected. I'm going to minimize this. And right here where it says PewDiePie, we're going to change that to Marquez Brownlee. That's the name of his channel. And I click save. And now you can go up here and click refresh. And right there it says Marquez Brownlee, the number of subscribers he has and subscribers. Now you notice that I've been refreshing it manually. By default, this application refreshes every minute. And so if you want to refresh quicker, let's say you're a content creator and you're getting close to 1 million and you've got to know the second it turns to 1 million, you can click here and click refresh. But again, that's not needed. Every minute or so, it'll refresh itself. Okay, so I covered the key, I've covered the channel name. The last thing I want to cover is the color. So you can see that this text is white. Let's see what happens when I change it to blue. Click save. And this was updated 41 seconds ago. I don't feel like waiting 20 seconds, so I'm going to click refresh. And now you can see the text is blue. So you could change that to be whatever you want. I prefer it white, but I mean, it's up to you. And you probably want to match the other applications you have on your menu bar. That's up to you, and that's a personal preference. So once you have it all set up and installed, you also have a few other options here. You have the refresh button, which I've already covered. Channel ID. So this is Google's internal name for this channel. You really don't have to do anything with this, but if you're a developer or if you just want it for your own knowledge, it's there. You have a few other options. You could visit the channel. So if I click it, you can see it took me back to this channel, which is going to reload now, but I don't want that. So I closed it, but again, it takes you there. The other thing is to take you to the channel's Social Blade page. So if I open that up, you can see it took me to Marquez's Social Blade. And Social Blade, as I'm sure you know, is a website that tracks YouTube statistics and shows how the channel's doing and their views and whatnot. So if you're a content creator, I'm sure you're familiar with that. The final thing I want to show you is this final link, and it says, for more information, please see the GitHub repository. GitHub is where this code is stored, and so it's open to the public. You can see the code. You know, I don't want you to feel like I'm doing anything sketchy with your YouTube account. It's all there and able to be viewed or reviewed by whoever. So if you want to see that, or if you're a developer and you want to make some changes or whatnot, you can click this link. It'll take you to this page. This is where the code is going to be stored once it's public. You can see right now it's private. It's because I'm working on it, but once it's done and published, it'll be public and you can see it there. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, but I hope that helped you and showed you how to set up your YouTube ticker.